and tell me a time when God saved your life. I'll go first. It was the coldest day of the year, and we had just experienced a massive snowfall. All my life, I had prayed for a snow day, but it never happened. For some reason, in my old community, they would only cancel buses, not school itself. No matter how bad the snow was, we still had to go to school, especially in my household. That morning, I followed my usual routine. I got up, showered, got dressed, and headed outside. As I walked down the driveway, I noticed how high the snow had piled up. But I thought to myself, school is never canceled. And of course, I could hear my mom saying, "Yeah, I got school, you're going to school." At that time, I was leaning toward becoming an agnostic, even though I grew up in a deeply Christian household. Both my mom and my dad, both sides of the family, were predominantly Christian. I couldn't escape the influence of faith. Still, I was skeptical. As soon as I walked, the cold breeze hit my face and my eyelash almost froze. It was brutal, but I was determined to get to school. Then out of nowhere, I heard a still, small voice telling me to cross the street. I hesitated and I thought, why should I cross now? I usually cross at the crosswalk further down the road. There was no reason for me to cross here, but the voice persisted, growing stronger, feeling more urgent. Cross over now. I believe it was God speaking to me. After all, I wasn't sure it even existed, but the voice wouldn't stop. Finally, I gave in. I said, "Fine, I'll cross." I stepped from the right side of the street and crossed to the left, and just as I did, a car came driving down the road, lost control, and jumped onto the sidewalk. It crashed into a smaller tree right where I would have been if I hadn't crossed. My heart raced. Oh my God, I thought, God just saved my life. If I had ignored that voice and kept walking, I would have been severely injured or worse, unalived. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. But the irony didn't end there. When I finally made it to school, I struggled to climb the stairs because the snow was up to my knees. As I reached the door, I couldn't open it because school was canceled. Yep. After all those years praying for a snow day, I finally got it. Wasn't able to sleep in. But in the process, I had almost lost my life. Can you imagine? I went out in that terrible weather only to find out school was canceled. And if that car had hit me, everybody would have been wondering why I'm there in the first place. When I got home, a family member scolded me saying, "Are you stupid? You know, no sense." It's snowing so bad. Obviously school is canceled. Why, you really love school, Lee? But they had no idea what I had just been through. They didn't realize I could have died that morning and could have been crying at my funeral instead of yelling at me. The entire experience brought me back to God. At that time, I had been arrogant, demanding that God prove himself to me. I would say things like, "If you're real, strike this or do that." But after that day, my heart changed. I stopped challenging him and I started listening. And from that moment on, God began to open my eyes. I started having more spiritual experiences, visions, and encounters that deepened my faith. That day wasn't just about a snow day or a near-death experience. It was the beginning of a journey. God didn't just save my life that morning. He saved my soul. He has saved me many times since then. And as I continue to share my testimonies when I can on Tuesdays, Testimony Tuesdays, I hope it reminds you of his goodness and how he works in ways that we can't understand. Please like, share, and follow for more Testimony Tuesday. Take care. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out www.tdollj for the best hair care product. God bless you. Take care.